Good morning, afternoon, night, or whatever time it is for you. My name is Ryan Wong, a team administrator and representative for the website LifeLift, a project directed to the world for increasing awareness about well-being and general health. In this video, we'll be sharing with you some basic facts about nutrition that you should all know. So the first part of this lesson is the topic of nutrition labels. A nutrition label is a piece of text on consumable products such as bread, eggs, and soda that tells you the nutritional facts and recommended serving sizes. On a nutrition label from the US, we see a heading called Nutrition Facts. Below that, we have the serving section, which gives us the number of servings per food item and how much is in a recommended serving measured by cups, grams, or other methods. Below that, we have the calories section, which gives us the number of calories per serving as well as how much it takes up of your daily calories in percent. If you're out choosing some foods to eat but you want to watch your calories, find out which ones are least caloric overall. For example, let's say that you have the choice between a pineapple cake, a bag of potato chips, a pineapple bun, and 6 pork dumplings. After doing some reading, you find out that from least to most, the calorie amounts are a pineapple bun with 210 calories, a tie between the potato chips and 6 pieces of pork dumplings with 250 to 300 calories each, and a pineapple cake with 300 to 400 calories. You choose the pineapple bun accordingly. You can multiply the calories per serving by the number of servings to find the total number of calories in an item if they do not list it. After that, we have the list of amounts for fats, cholesterol, sodium, carbohydrates, and protein. Here they also list the percentages for daily intake. Starting with fats, we have two other subsections, saturated fats and trans fats. Saturated fats are dietary fats that are considered unhealthy fats, mostly solid at room temperature, such as butter, palm oil, and coconut oil. These should be generally avoided as much as possible, as they can increase your bad LDL cholesterol for increased heart attack and stroke risks. Trans fats are unsaturated fatty acids that come in natural products such as beef or lamb, or industrial products such as microwave popcorn and frozen pizza. These should also be avoided because they clog arteries to increase heart attack risks. Next, we have cholesterol, a waxy, fat-like substance for good health and body recovery and building. Examples of cholesterol-heavy foods include egg yolks, meat, and cheese. Some high-cholesterol foods, such as eggs and full-fat yogurts, are good for health, but others, such as processed meats, can increase heart disease risks and other conditions, so ensure you're regulating your good and bad cholesterol intakes. Next, we have sodium, an essential nutrient needed in small amounts to maintain body fluids and smooth motor functions. So examples of sodium-heavy foods include tomato sauce and pickles, and it is important to take sodium in small amounts, but too much can lead to high blood pressure risk as a major cause of strokes and heart diseases, so ensure you regulate your intake. Next, we have carbohydrates, sugar molecules broken down by our bodies for glucose, their main energy source. While we have two other subsections, dietary fibers and total sugars, the latter does have another subsection called added sugars. So dietary fibers are indigestible parts of foods or compounds of plants, therefore passing through our bodies unchanged. This allows us to excrete feces. And dietary fiber-heavy foods include whole grain cereals, fruits, and vegetables. While too much may be harmful, regulated amounts allow for normal bowel movements and chronic disease avoidance, so make sure to get in a good portion a day. Total sugar describes the amount of sugar in a product serving, so sugar-heavy foods include candies, cakes, and cookies, and eating sugar should be avoided as much as possible because it contributes heavily to caloric intake for weight gain and potential heart disease, cancer, and type 2 diabetes. In added sugars, it basically tells you how much sugar is in a serving and how much is naturally occurring. So you can find the natural sugars by subtracting added sugars from total sugars. Nutrition labels don't tell you what is what in terms of sugar, so you need to figure that out yourself. And if you're watching out for a drink that you want to have, but you want to watch out for your sugars as well, find out which ones are less sugary overall. For example, let's say you have the choice between a cup of orange juice, a cup of sugar-free bubble tea, a can of Red Bull, and a bottle of winter melon tea. After doing some reading, you find out that from least to most, the sugar amounts are Red Bull with 7 sugar cubes, a cup of orange juice with 8 sugar cubes, a bottle of winter melon tea with 13.5 sugar cubes, and a cup of sugar-free bubble tea with 15 sugar cubes. You choose the Red Bull accordingly. Finally, we have protein building blocks made of amino acids for bodily functions and repair. Examples of protein-heavy foods include eggs, almonds, and chicken breasts. Usually, if you're healthy, protein-heavy diets are fine short-term and can even help with feeling fuller for weight loss, and this is done by many bodybuilders and gym goers for muscle growth. However, if it is long-term, you may have side effects such as uncomfortable digestion and even increased cancer risk, so watch your intake. And finally, overall, below that, we have nutrients, and just like the other sections, this one includes daily intake and percentages. Examples of things that include vitamins, calcium, iron, and potassium, and these all have their own functions, pros, and cons. So do some research on them if you're interested in it. And with this nutrition label guide, you should be able to find healthy and unhealthy items based on given data. And if you're out choosing some food but you want to watch your overall health, find out which ones are healthier overall. So for example, let's say you had the choice between fried chicken, instant noodles, cheese pizza, braised pork rice, and Taiwanese onion pancakes. After doing some reading, you'll find out that from least to most, the healthy order is cheese pizza, instant noodles, fried chicken, Taiwanese onion pancakes, and braised pork rice. You choose a braised pork rice accordingly, and overall use nutrition labels to watch your health and substance intake. While it's good to regulate yourself, don't forget to treat yourself with something sugary every once in a while. Second part of this lesson is the topic of water, and water is a liquid composed of a hydrogen atom and 2 oxygen atoms that is very important for organisms to live. Based on data, water has no calories or much else, but can have things like magnesium, sodium, and copper. Water is very important because it brings nutrients to cells, gets rid of waste, protects body parts internally and externally, and maintains body temperature. Therefore, try to drink as much water as possible without waterboarding yourself. Water, besides being used for survival, also has its extra benefits. It can maintain body fluids, improve skin quality, and help with weight loss. However, it is not a holy drink and cannot do certain things such as long-term memory enhancements. And overall, due to needs and effects, you should drink at least 15.5 cups of water per day for men and 11.5 cups per day for women. However, drinking too much, as mentioned, can kill you. Do not ingest more than 6 liters in 3 hours or your kidneys will be overloaded, causing blood dilution and therefore hyponatremia, a life-threatening condition. The third part of this lesson is the topic of vitamins, and vitamins are organic compounds that our bodies need each of in small amounts, each having a role in bodily health and function. Now, there are many vitamins that all have their own detailed roles, but since we can't go over all of them in one video, we'll be discussing the main ones today, which are A, B, C, D, E, and K. So vitamin A is important for vision, the immune system, reproduction, growth, and development. And vitamin A heavy foods include carrots, tomatoes, and red bell peppers. Men need 900 micrograms daily, and women need 700 micrograms daily. Vitamin B is important for brain function, cell metabolism, and energy levels. And vitamin B heavy foods include legumes. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but I'm pretty sure you can infer what I mean. Seeds and dairy products. And due to the many different vitamin Bs, do some research and find how much of each you actually need daily. Some are only limited to like 1 milligram, and some are actually like 30 times that. So it's important to differentiate between the different types. Vitamin C is important for cell protection and health, skin health, blood vessels, and bones and cartilage. So vitamin C heavy foods include lemons, strawberries, oranges, kiwis, and guava from least to most in that order. Men need 90 milligrams daily and women need 75 milligrams daily. Vitamin D is important for osteoporosis protection, inflammation reduction, cell growth, neuromuscular and immune function, and metabolism. Vitamin D heavy foods include salmon, mackerel, and sardines, and these are mostly in protein heavy foods, so don't expect much or any at all in vegetables and fruits like sweet potatoes. Everyone needs 10 to 15 micrograms per day depending on age and ranges. Do research in order to find your specific needs. And vitamin E is important for vision, reproduction, and blood, brain, and skin health. And vitamin E heavy foods include cooking oils, seeds, and nuts, and everyone needs 15 milligrams per day. And finally, vitamin K is important for bone, cognitive, and heart health, and prothrombin production, a protein and clotting factor for blood clotting and bone metabolism. Vitamin K heavy foods include natto, collards, and turnip greens, and men need 120 micrograms daily and women need 90 micrograms daily. So overall, make sure you're hitting necessary daily vitamin levels and tailor amounts to your needs. Do some research and look for less important vitamins for intake and therefore better health. And that's basically it for Life Live's nutrition overview, and we'd all like to thank you for watching, but thank yourself the most for trying to improve yourself information-wise or physically, no matter your condition. Remember, we're here to spread the word of a healthy lifestyle and to encourage a world of fitness. If you have the time, make sure to check out our other resources that you may be interested in, or contact us if you have any inquiries. Until next time.